Hello everyone, welcome back. It's been a couple of days since I put up a video. I guess I didn't put up a video yesterday. We'll put it like that. um, and this one's probably gonna be a bit late today, but I have good reason. It was I was taking my last final and I was up kind of late, and I don't wake up very easy, so I was actually afraid to go to sleep because I was afraid I'd sleep in. So I didn't go to sleep, and now my days and nights are completely turned around, and so I spent all day yesterday trying my very best to get my days and nights turned around, and I failed miserably, but that's another story. This episode is going to be somewhat World Tour-esque. Last time we tried to fool with the bees, and I am obviously a complete idiot. Not just a half-wit, I have achieved complete idiotness. Yes, idiotness. That's a word. Well, a term. Let's go to sleep and make it day. And then I'll show you. I haven't really accomplished everything, but I've accomplished as far as I want to go without you all seeing what's been done so far. So we're going to go here first, and we'll talk about bees. And I've created 2 more linking books to different parts on my world. They don't go to different ages. They just go to different parts of my world. And let's go to this one first. This is my end bees. I finally got them working. They required a cold biome, which means only a taiga will do. And so I'm not sure if they need the egg or the nether wart. I gave them both, but as you can see, they're running. And before I put them back in, I'm going to put this armor on because they're not happy. They don't like us. And I'm going to go ahead and take one of each of these out. Well, I'm going to take these out. That way I can get them in there and run. That's the plan. Get them in there and run. Oh, I better take the combs. Put the queen. Put the queen. Because these things do damage. My goodness. They killed me earlier. Through all my armor, they killed me. So, and go. And you'll tell when they start going because they'll start hitting. Yep, there they go. I wasn't wearing my chest piece at the time when they killed me, but... And they're more and more and more and more. Let's get out of here. We'll come back to them later, maybe. Over here is where I've got most of my others. And this is why I didn't want to continue any further without you guys, because I need a beealizer. Because I've been kind of... This is my only breeding that's crossbreeding that I've done. And I don't know what she needs. So I need a beealizer to tell me what she needs, because I've given her every single plant I could think of except mushrooms, which wouldn't fit here, and why would it need mushrooms anyway? And I tried 2 different biomes. It didn't like it there in the other biome, so I don't know. I have to use a beealizer to figure her out. But over here we've got these meadows, princesses here. I've got a lot of meadows. I might start breeding them into other things. Because really you only need 1 purebred set, and I'm just going to get a... Oh, I don't have a male for that one. I'm just going to get a purebred set, and just 1, and move on from there. The forest, I've been going, and here is my Valiant. I have no idea, I just lucked out and got Valiant. I'm going to have to cough here in a second. I don't know what's up with me today. Lately, I'm just awful. So yeah, I've got lots and lots of drones for breeding purposes. Oh, I've got 2 common drones that I've got from breeding this queen over here. And I was really hoping to get a common queen, and I'm waiting. And when I get a common queen, then I'll put these 2 common drones to work on her, but I don't know what she needs. So that takes us back to here, where I need to put my jetpack back on. And here's I've got the desert bees, the what are they called? Modest. So we'll go ahead and take those out. And put that there. Come on. I'm so terrible with a mouse. I don't have very good coordination. And my quarry is finally done. It took it ages. You know how many iridium ore I got from this one? Give you a hint. I'm holding every single one of them in my hand right now. I got 0. None. It was quite irritating since iridium is really what I wanted for the most part. But I can make it out of UU matter. And once we get done with what we're going to do today, it'll be a lot easier. So, back to our main base. Now this place is kind of in a bit of a state for the moment because it's a transition period. I've kind of got this half tore out, and this is kind of half tore out. But that's partially also why I've been a little bit late on showing a video, because I really wanted to get this in a presentable state, but it's just not going to happen that fast. This area is going to be eventually more like high-tech processing, things like that. I'm going to put my beelizers and stuff here too. And then back at our other base, Ice Station Zebra, I moved the portal in here into our room. You all didn't see this. I built all this. I don't think you all saw this. I built all this on camera but off camera, and I'm going to insert a little 5-minute clip of everything you all missed right about here-ish. next thing, just ignore that. Just ignore that. We'll get to that in a second. This was all in the recording that you all just saw. I'm assuming you all just saw it. But I started up the production, and I figured it out. I'm just bringing cans from transposers, liquid transposers, and on the other side it's putting it in on, and then here it's pulling it out, and it actually gives me my can back, and I just send it through in a loop, and then it gets piped into the tank here. And these things are just mesmerizing. I sat here for about 5 minutes earlier just staring at it like this. Just like, ooh, shinies. Just stare at it for a second. Anyway. Now, we'll talk about that in a second too. Back to this. I kind of set this up. This is going to be our completely unsafe nuclear reactor, which we will build this episode. I don't have all the components to fill it with, but we can build the reactor. I'm still looking for a good Mark II reactor is what I want to build. And if someone wants to send me a link in the comments to a Mark II reactor or tell me where to find a good model for a Mark II reactor, I would be most appreciative. One that doesn't use water on the outside. But I could probably settle for a Mark I, but I really want a Mark II. Yeah. Here's our geothermal generation, which I hooked up to that lava over there via these pipes. And I've got power running under the ground into this thing, which powers down there. Now back here, I've been having fun with portals to the moon, digging out. I've heard about this. I knew you could do it, but I was kind of afraid to because I figured it'd just crash my game. I've been busy with playing with portals. Yeah, I knew I could do it, but I was afraid it would crash my game, so I never did. And then I saw Zisto doing it. And I was like, well, if it's not crashing his game, it shouldn't crash mine because he's on a server. So this is going to be a farm type room, and we're not going to go in there anymore again because there's more baddies. We're just going to close that back up. They don't like us. All right. Let's see. Anything else new? Can't think of anything. I still haven't really adjusted this any. I fixed this back to the way it was. I don't know if... Yeah, y'all didn't see that either. But I put this all back to the way it was. And I need the propolis. Here, there. I want to cover it all with light blue stained glass. And you need dye and some sort of propolis. So... yeah, I can't do anything without propolis. But then when we do, I'm going to cover every single piece of glowstone in here with light blue glass, and I'm going to continue the trend down through here. I'm kind of wishing now that I hadn't made these hallways so rectangular, but we're stuck with it now, so we'll have to work with it. I'm going to build the nuclear reactor now, I think, but this episode is probably going to be mostly bees. And I'll be right back. I'm going to restart the game because the portal's not working. Okay, take 2. Portal works now. Okay, I've kind of got like old episode style chest set up here with all the things we need. We're going to start out with our nuclear... Oh goodness, look at this. My inventory is full. Yeah, let's clean out the inventory real quick. As I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted by my inventory being packed to the gills, we are going to make us a nuclear power setup. So I've got, like I said, I got this all set up kind of like we did at the beginning because it just works, and this is a little bit of a complicated setup that I didn't want to remember, and I was kind and I manufactured the Lapitron crystals off camera. So we're going to make a MFSU. I don't remember what it's called. We'll figure it out when we make it. This thing. MFSU, yes. Because I want to be able to store the massive amounts of power that my nuclear reactor will eventually generate. Keyword being eventually. Operator being hopefully. I don't know if that's actually the operator, but... hopefully is the operator. Next, these are our reaction chambers that I'm going to stick on the sides of the nuclear reactor. And then I need 3 of the reaction chambers to actually make the nuclear reactor. So I put these in here just like I had it laid out. And boom, our nuclear reactor. Oh yeah. And then once I'll assemble it, and y'all will see. I don't know if I need high voltage. I'm pretty sure I need high voltage cable for this. And I'll have to make a medium volt transformer and stuff like that at some point, but this thing isn't operational yet anyway. We do not have a fully operational battle station, so it can wait. It's going to go down in this configuration right here. I'm going to put us a little platform right here to set on, and we're going to put down our first reaction chamber on the ground here. On the ground. We're going to put down our nuclear reactor. There. And then maybe we can put our reaction chambers down. Yes, okay. I actually probably made too many, but because you have to have an access point. But oh well. Let's see. Do you think I should fill these 2 in or leave one of them open for it, and or should I do the top as an access point? I think you can. No. Oh, you can access it through the thing. So, okay, I feel better now. Oh, come on. First world problems with jetpacks. There we go. Okay, now I can access it, and here's my area for putting radioactive material and coolant and all that other stuff, which, like I said, I searched for about an hour today looking for a proper place to put it. And I just absolutely, for the life of me, could not find a place to, a place to get a proper formula for cooling and uranium cells and stuff like that. I'm going to go back here really quick, because I want to check something out, because I don't remember. I'm assuming the MFE is the same as the MFSU. So I think, yeah, I was right. The dot is the only output point, and everything else is input. So we're going to need the dot facing the, obviously, the input, or the output, where we went to output from. So I want to put it right here. And I think I want to make this accessible. So I'm going to put it right here. And the output is going to be facing... You know, there's just no good way to do this, is there? Because I want to be able to hide it. Ooh. I could put glass in the floors over all my cabling. That could be cool. In which case, I could put the output facing this way. Oop, wrong button. Everything's backwards. Everything got backwards to my brain for a second anyway. And if I put it like this, there, now the output's facing that way, and I can run it off to wherever. And I can run inputs from here. Do I have any? Yeah, okay. Oops, that probably was a mistake. And then I can, let's see, I have some glass cabling somewhere. I hear you, skeleton. I don't know how there's skeletons spawning down there. There's a little cave underneath my room here that I filled in. And we're going to have to find him and destroy him. Listen carefully. Nope. I'm going to... Is he upstairs? This whole area ran through it like a cave was running diagonally through here. You all hear him. I'm sure you do. Where is he? Whatever. We'll figure it out later. Getting lost on tangents. Back to the task at hand. Yeah. Cabling. That's what we were doing, cabling. Have I ever told you that I have ADD? Because I do. So we're going to run this cable down and over. And hopefully this is receiving power. Yes, it is. Ha, yes. And look at all that. I'm going to have to go back to the nether and let my nether system like load in those chunks so that it can actually operate. It's using it quite quickly now. But let's see how much power we're generating. Yeah, this thing will be full in no time. Dang. I wonder if one pipe could keep up with all that. But I'll leave that to its thing. We're going to go do, hopefully our last episode, although I doubt it, to be completely fair and honest, hopefully our last episode with bees. I need to expand this out some. Because I'm going to do, like, bees and stuff in, like, a radius out from this in this square here in the center. But that's neither here nor there for the moment. So, too much stuff. First, we're going to build ourselves a beealizer, which is redstone, a diamond, and some glass and tin, and blah, 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 right? Don't care. Just make it. Oop. The beealizer is going to take honey, and it's going to tell us what the... Oh, I have to do this in a thermionic fabricator. Derp. It's going to use honey, and it's going to tell us what our bee's genome, its genotype is. Where's my... There. The genotype of the bee, which is basically, what does its genes say it does? Give me. Beealizer. Does it go into carpenter? There it is. Beealizer. Okay, it goes in a carpenter. I should have been better prepared. I'm sorry. This is our carpenter, right? Yeah. So that. 2 glass. Redstone. And our tin. Oop. And our tin. And our glass. And we have a beealizer going. And then we're going to build ourselves. I'm guessing it goes. No, it's just regular shapes crafting, I think. Oh, no. Come back. Buckets of water are dangerous. We do not need these things on our bar. A automated version, basically. And it's going to... We can just pipe bees in there and it'll learn about them. And I think this is just a shade crafting recipe, but we have to have our beealizer as part of it. But before we build that, let's play with this said beealizer for a minute. No, we can't play with said beealizer for a minute because we don't have any honey drops. Which is why we're doing this. I think this is a crafting recipe. But then again, I'm probably wrong. Do I need glass? I could have... I thought I was better prepared for this. No, I guess I wasn't. Maybe it goes in the carpenter too. Come, there we go. I keep getting the buttons. Like, it should be clicking differently. No, I'm lost now. Centrifuge. We're building a... Did I really derp up that much? Wait. Oh, okay. I know what I did. I know what I did. This is the centrifuge. And this is going to be the bealyzer. Yeah. I knew I wasn't completely crazy. I knew I wasn't. There, our centrifuge. I'm sorry. I can't help it. I'm assuming centrifuges take power. Which looks like I'm right. And then we can put the bee combs in there and we can get honey from them. So, let's do that right now. I've been keeping all my combs over here. And we'll use just regular honeycombs. Because it's a honeycomb. So maybe we should get honey out of it. Right? I'm so bad at this game. Honeycombs. And hopefully we get honey with a 5% chance of propolis. And beeswax. Oh yes, I forgot about beeswax. So we'll just sit here and watch this for the next 10 minutes. Alright, I think we're done here. So I got a bunch of honey drops and some beeswax. Now we can go look at our bees. And I think I want to go over to my, which way am I facing now? I always get so lost when I go through these portals. Okay, we're going to go here and we're going to look at this forest queen here. Because I don't know a thing about her. Oh, wait. No, we just hold this in our hand. And then click it. Yes, okay. Now we put honey drops in here. Now we put our bee here. There, okay. So she is forest, and she has a short lifespan. And I don't know if you've seen that, but there's a Skype pop-up with someone. Okay, I had to check and make sure, because I don't want people's, like, private names being shown up on my recordings. Has a short lifespan, speed, flowers mushrooms. So that's why it's not growing. It needs mushrooms. That's weird. Area. So she doesn't even have the She doesn't even have the genes that we want, really. But let's look at these two common drones that we have. Then we'll put some more. I think it's just laggy a little bit or something. It takes it some time. Okay, I have to click on it. It's common marshy, short flowers, and mushrooms. Maybe that's from the marshy. Yeah, it must be from the marshy. I think red is a dominant trait. So we just got bad luck there. And let's see. And what do we get here? Common forest. Okay. And yet again, it also wants mushrooms. So this queen really isn't that useful to us, all things considered. But I'd still like to have the queen. Now let's go and look at our Valiant. Let's see, make sure they're purebreds, because I want purebreds. And I'm assuming there's no reason to think they wouldn't be purebred. Yeah, Valiant. Okay. I really want more common drones before I start going nuts with that, but maybe we can do something. And of course, I'm sure all my other bees are purebred, or they should be, because those are the only ones I have that aren't purebred. Modest. You want? Let's look at one of these ender bees and see what it says about them. Give it a honey drop and an ender bee and click on it. Ender, ender, ender. Flowers end. I guess that means the egg. Affects ends. It's ill-tempered. What's this? Doesn't know any possible mutations. Do you know any possible mutations about this? Oh, there is one possible mutation. A bunch of possible mutations on that one. Okay, let's get some mushrooms. I've got some hiding around here somewhere. Yeah. Because I want the queen back. So I'll see if I can take care of her, and I'll get back to you when I figure it out. Alright, I think I've got it figured out here. It took a crash, but no, it for some reason going through mist portals a lot makes it start to lag out and then crash. I don't know why. I think it has something to do with mist portals, but I can't put that on for sure. Thermal expansion. But yeah, she's running now. I just put a mushroom in here, and if you're wondering how I got it in there without it popping off, what I did was I built this 3x3 and made it nice and dark, and then planted it, and then broke this top block and flew out. That way it wouldn't do a block update on, because it won't pop off until it gets a block update in the light. So if you break this top block or one of these side blocks, it won't update the actual mushroom, and so it'll stay. So there we go. We got her going. Now I think we've played around with let's step back here and let this area load. I don't know if it does or not. How are they going? Slow as Christmas, of course. And they hurt like nobody's business. I need to set up another quarry, but I'm kind of holding off until I get my new resource processing facility up and running. So let's go ahead and mix our Bealizer and the other bits that I seem to have now lost. Where did they go? Are they in here? There they are. Don't need any of this stuff anymore. Yep. So if we put these in the corners, this in the center, and then our Bealizer up top, we get an analyzer. This does not require power, but it does require bees. So we can just plop this down anywhere. Where do we want to put it? I'm thinking over here, maybe. You want to analyze over here? We'll analyze over here. We'll analyze right there. There's our bee analyzer. Kind of want to put it near a pipe system, but I'm going to have to create a whole set of ender chests, which means I'm going to have to go back and get more blaze rods, which I do not look forward to. We're making UU matter very slowly. That's enough for like 2 iridium ores, maybe. I want to get this powered by a lot better. I think when I move all my processing over to here, I might knock out a couple of the electric engines and move some solar panels over for powering this. Also, I might just power it off my nuclear. I think this little blue bar on it that does not exist at the moment. Never mind, that just throws my theory out the window. I had a theory. Now maybe I have a new theory? Yes? No? No? I don't know what this blue bar, there it is, right there. I don't know what that represents. It has something to do with power, but is that like how much of its max amount of power it can handle that it's getting? I don't know. Yeah, so the bee analyzer. I don't really know how this thing works very well. Obviously it requires honey, so if I put that there, there, I guess I have to pipe it in, so that changes things a little bit. So, let's see. My honey would come from a squeezer? No. Yeah, it would have to be a squeezer, wouldn't it? Let's look it up. Is there like a honey block? Yeah, here we go. Where do you get a honey block from? Yeah, a squeezer. So we'll have to make a squeezer, which will require power, and we'll have to do a whole setup of it because this squeezer is for my seed oil. And you know what? I'm going to make a rough setup just for demonstration purposes, and we'll have a look at it. Okay, so if we have our squeezer here that I made, and what we do is we put honey drops. It takes 2 honey drops, I believe, to get an actual amount of... Oh, there it goes. See? A little bit of liquid goes through the pipe and into our analyzer. And then we can put bees into the analyzer. We will end up piping them most likely. But when we just put a bee in there and it says, ooh, let's analyze it. It's not instantaneous like the beealyzer, but it's also completely automated, so I don't have to actually think when I do it. But we'll wait for that to go through. And I've just been doing some of our combs here. These were the ones that give you a cocoa. And here our bees almost done. Oh, you could see it in the thing. So we have an icy. We learned something about it. I don't know. Short, slower worker, short life. Icy, normal, and none. H. Phone beeping. Email updates. And it likes flowers. I don't know. Humidity? Yeah, temperature and humidity. So I really wish that gave us more information about it than just that. But I'm gonna have to mess with this some more because I almost actually like hand analyzing it better. But I guess that once we get a beealyzer, we can just put it in the another beealyzer. We can put it in the beealyzer, and it will tell us all about it. We'll put you back, and let's do this ender drone, and you can look at the little graphic on it while it runs. Ooh, jump, pop. Yep. All right. We'll put the ender drone in there, and y'all can see it in there, all nice and pretty. Isn't that cool? So yeah, I'll have to make myself another beealyzer, and yeah, I don't know. Bees are kind of interesting and kind of fun to do in a way that's like addictive, kind of like Minecraft. It's like it's addictive in its own way, but they're horrendous to watch, and I'll admit it. I'm almost more interested about what I'm getting from these combs here, like these mysterious combs. I know what I get from these, and I really want it because actually I can use these pulsing propolis to make. I think I can use them to make my my glass. Let's get some light blue dye and find out. We'll need bone meal. Do we have any bones in here? Here's bone meal. So if I mix bone meal and lapis, I get light blue dye. We're going to need quite a bit of light blue dye. And if I take all these propolis that I'm getting, I don't know if it'll work, but we're going to find out. And I put it in a thermionic fabricator. Work. Darn it. Put that there and that there. Work. Nope. Oh well. This pulsating propolis is, for all intents and purposes, useless to me at the moment. I mean, I can make the pulsating mesh with it, or I can make letters, which is a single player. See, it says I can make glass with it. Maybe it's got to be in that arrangement. Maybe it actually matters. Am I using the wrong... Oh, I know what I need. Let's go back to uses. Get a glass. I need a wax cast, which is shape crafting. Okay. Yeah. We can do this. So, split this up. And wax casts. Let's get one more piece of wax. Just one more piece of wax, that's all I want. There we go. Now we gotta... Oh, they don't stack, wow. We put the wax cast in there, and we put the pulsating... There's our glass. Oh, and the wax cast has a lifetime. Okay. That's good to know. But we can get started on our glass placing now. Let me get more of these propolis here. And it takes one propolis per piece of glass, so don't screw it up. They're expensive. I'm glad I decided not to build this out of glass. We would have never gotten anywhere, would we? Alright. So, in design, anything that has glowstone is going, where glowstone touches, is going to be covered by this blue glass. And this is a project that I've been working on for so long. Trying to get, basically everything we've been doing has been geared towards getting this glass for the past like 3 episodes. But I think it's going to look pretty dang sweet when it's all covered in glass. Let's hop up here. We don't want to misplace any of it because it's expensive and precious to us. There, that's all of it. I should probably breed more ender bees, but if I just kind of look, this is what the crystal's going to look like, and all this is going to have these on them. And there is such thing as too much of this blue glass. I learned when I was preparing and figuring it out, but I want to include it kind of randomly around here. I don't know, let me know how you think of this square here. Oop. I don't have any blocks on me, dang it. How is this filling up? So we got a little while. I bet this probably completely... Oh wow, it hasn't. I've still got quite a bit of lava left. Oh, is it still feeding through? Okay, that's awesome. I thought I'd have to go back to the nether and let it load up. This is going to be our farm area. I don't know if I mentioned that or not, but back that way it's going to be where our farms are. And I need to make a room back this way where I can put bees. But I think I have rambled on too much for now, so I'm going to check the length of the episode, and if we're not out of time, I'm going to plan something else for us to do. Okay, I have rambled on entirely too long, and this video is entirely too long. So I'm going to stop it here, and I'll catch you guys next time.